And we're back. Welcome to a new video. I'm very excited to be filming this week. However, I did completely forget to film yesterday, but I was meant to go home Sunday to Tuesday, but I ended up having to go home Saturday to Monday. So I kind of just got lost in traveling yesterday. So I apologize for the basically zero recording of yesterday. But we will try and do better the rest of the week. This week's predominantly going to be locking in because assignment deadlines are coming up and that's very, very stressful. But yeah, I am excited. Today we're going to Starbucks and we're going to have some fun and we're going to chill. But for now, I'm just going to go have breakfast and play The Sims for a bit until we leave. But yeah, I need to go have breakfast because you girl is starving. So I'm going to go. I'll see you in a bit. Today was a bit of a flop. Starbucks was closed when we went, but then it opened like 2 hours later, so that was annoying. I did a food shop. I haven't filmed anything because I have literally just played The Sims for the rest of the day. I haven't done any schoolwork, but I have really enjoyed taking a break, but I need to get on it tomorrow, which is a bit annoying because all I want to do is play The Sims now. But I'm having fun already, and Thursday is a huge lock-in day. I actually did some schoolwork. I did some research by listening to my Odyssey audiobook, so I'm pretty good with that. So yeah, I'm gonna actually put that back on while oh my god, there was just a fire drill like 20 minutes ago. By the way, it's 10:30. So it was half an hour ago actually. Anyway. That was great. Definitely didn't put delay in me getting ready for bed. Anyway, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna listen to my audiobook a little bit more and then I'm gonna go get into bed. So I think I might just listen to my audiobook a bit more. I would like to read more of my book, but because it's kind of late, I think I'm not gonna. And then I'll just try to read more of it tomorrow and on Thursday. I'm hoping to get it finished by the end of this week because, well, by Friday, because I wanted to film on Sunday and I want Saturday to play around with the script a bit more. But anyway, I'm gonna go. And hopefully tomorrow will be a bit of a better day. Oh my god, tomorrow's Wednesday. The week is nearly over. Anyway, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get on with some schoolwork tomorrow. Hopefully, pretty please. But yeah, I really enjoyed today. But yeah, I'm gonna go. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. We did the cafe crawl yesterday. Very excited. Very excited. It was very fun. I enjoyed. We went to 2 cafes in the end because it was cold, and one of the cafes is like an outdoor cafe, so we just grabbed food and came back to the flat. But yeah, we went to Cafe Nero for breakfast, and we were there for like 3 hours, and then we went to Costa and we were there for like another 3 hours. We went at 3. So we're back at the flat for like an hour and a half. But yeah, I had such a good day yesterday. I'm so glad we did it. But yeah, whoa. I'm so glad we did it. It was a lot of fun. I didn't lock in the entire time, but I did do a lot of work that I needed to do. So I found all the audios I want to use for my podcast. I need to download them. And stop knocking my mascara over because that's pissing me off. I also did some research for one of my topics, and that was kind of it. I did research for 2 of them. I did some research for business professional, and I did some research for digital content creation, which is the podcast assignment. But yeah, I'm just gonna do my skincare and have a little chat. So yeah, this week's been really good. I've really enjoyed it. I think I've not filmed a lot though, which I'm a little bit annoyed about, but I also think the footage I have gotten has been very cute, and I think I've been enjoying the moment, so yeah, I'm happy. Which is always the top priority and is always good. So yeah, happy Friday. I'm gonna have breakfast in a minute because I'm so hungry. I had a little bit of a lay-in today, so it's nearing 11 o'clock now, which is typically when I wake up on the weekend actually. Because I don't have alarms on the weekend. Yes. Yeah, I don't, no, I do have alarms on the weekend now. I've lied. I've only done that because I'm unproductive if I don't wake up around this time. And if I have an alarm that goes off at 7, I turn it off and go back to sleep. I'll be up at like just before 9 anyway, because my body will be waking up. Will be in the process of waking up. But yeah, I do have a lot more podcast stuff to do, but I'm gonna work on some of that today. Like I'm gonna test my intro and my outro today, see how long they are, and make sure that they're within the time frame I need them, and then obviously I might just straight up film them if I can. So I need to go get I have like a popper. I have a microphone because I wanted to become a gaming YouTuber as well as do this, but then I decided I was going to focus on just getting one channel started, and I decided I wanted to prioritize a vlog channel. Anyway, so I did that. So I've got that now. That's in the letterbox downstairs, so I've got to go get that today because it's been down there for like over a week. Anyway, so I have that so I can film for my podcast and the audio be good. And then yeah, I need to create the campaign materials. That's probably something else to focus on getting done this week. Basically, what I want done this week is I want the script to be finished. I want to have completed all my research, which I will have. But trying to get through 2 Odysseys at once, mental. Why have I done this to myself? Because I'm reading the plot in my book, and now I'm just very like not interested in it in Stephen Fry's Odyssey. But because the other book's the audiobook, which is the classic by Homer, I'm listening to that. But that one, it's more interesting if you listen to that one first, but you understand the plot more if you read the other Odyssey as well. But now I'm like kind of like, I don't know, I'm just kind of like, ugh. Listening to doing the both of them at the same time is not a good strategy. But yeah, that's literally all my schoolwork updates. that I've got for you guys. I haven't done anything else on my list, but I have 2 more weeks here and I can get my podcast finished as long as I get the audio and the scripting and the research. As long as I get that all done this week, then the rest of it's all going to be fine to get done in 2 weeks. And then the other 3 assignments, which I'm going to do a little bit of work on over the next 2 weeks, that's just stuff I can get done every now and again. But yeah, I'm very excited for Easter. We are pulling up, we are getting close to my birthday. I'm so excited for my birthday. I need to make more plans around my birthday because currently I have none, which isn't bad. I need to obviously lock in on my assignments, but I don't want to just do that because I am home. So I would like to do some other work, but I'm not going to be too insanely mad. I also need to make a reflection for my podcast. Okay, that's going to stress me out. No, okay, it's fine. I need to make some plans with some friends because I only have plans with one of my friends so far, and that's right at the start, and I'm like, I want to do a trip down to Brighton to go look at the lanes because I haven't done that in ages. And I'm thinking of maybe inviting a couple of our other friends. And then I want to do a pub trip with our pub group because the last time we all got to see each other was before Christmas, and obviously now it's Easter, so it's like, and I really want to see my friend Jack. I miss Jack so much. I miss Jack a lot, but it is hard to keep in touch with people when you aren't with them, but it also doesn't really feel like a lot's changed when you are with them. But I feel bad that I don't talk to Jack that much when I'm at uni because I haven't really spoken to Jack that much, and I don't know, I miss Jack. Sorry, I'm just having a ramble about Jack. Anyway, I'm happy with this. Sorry, I was editing yesterday and I was just like, you know what, this week's actually been really good and I'm really glad I haven't actually filmed a ton. I just don't know how long this video is going to be. Well, I'm yapping right now, so this is going to lengthen the video. But the other thing is like, I don't know how much I will film over the weekend because we have no plans now. Tomorrow we're going out for brunch, that's it. I'm going to play The Sims today. I'm not really going to film that, am I? Let's be realistic. I am cooking on Sunday though. I'm making enchiladas, so you guys can stay for that. I didn't film me baking the other day as well, but the blondies turned out okay. I was missing one of the ingredients, but like it was an ingredient that didn't matter to it, because I wanted to make butterscotch blondies, but I didn't have butterscotch. But I'm gonna do that next time. But yeah, I'm gonna go have breakfast and come back and talk to you guys in a bit. I have had a really good day, despite the fact I have once again not done any work. But tomorrow, other than brunch, I am here on my own. Megan and Charlotte are going to watch The Greatest Showman, like performed, not like the film. And I wasn't too interested in that, so I'm not going with them. But it does mean that I will be here on my own. Or like mostly on my own, so I will probably film or test my intro and outro, and then I will maybe start testing the rest of my script, and hopefully I will get further with my research. I'm gonna try and do a bit of a binge of my book because I'm about to get into bed, but yeah, I'm very excited. I just want to play The Sims. I don't know if I want to play The Sims 3 or Sims 4 because now I'm kind of invested in my Sims 3 game, which isn't like a bad thing because I will get Sims 3 burnout soon. Like I know I'm headed towards Sims 3 burnout because Sims 3 gameplay is so exhausting because of how the Sims 3 mechanics work. The Sims 4 mechanics are a lot easier than the Sims 3. because I don't really know why the mechanics are so different between the two. It's just that everything's kind of way more easier in The Sims 4 than in The Sims 3. But I think it's because The Sims 4 is meant to be a little bit less of a realistic life simulator, whereas The Sims 3 is meant to be very realistic, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. Other people might feel the other way, or something, I don't know. But yeah, I'm super excited. And I have 2 weeks before my project's due. And then I'm here for 2 more days, so what is that? And there's tomorrow and the day after. So that's 16 days? That can't be right. 14, 18 days till the podcast needs to be finished. I say the podcast because the assignment also requires a reflection, which I do need to start planning. Should probably put that down as a sticky note. I'll probably put that down when I'm closer to finishing it, so when I've finished the script and finished creating campaign materials, which I need to start playing around with. So tomorrow I think I'm going to do that. We will obviously do some relaxing, but we will also lock in on the podcast. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. But yeah, I had a really good night. We have binged watched all 4 seasons of Haikyuu, me and my flatmate Megan. We will be watching the film on Sunday. I have not seen the Haikyuu film because I didn't want Haikyuu to be over, and Haikyuu like announced that the film would be like the last thing they were doing, although now that I think they've announced 2 new films coming in. So me and my flatmate are excited because now I've got into Haikyuu. And then I'm gonna try and get her into another anime I like, which is on Netflix. And then I'm gonna maybe introduce her to my favourite anime. Well, I'm gonna introduce her to my favourite anime, but that probably won't be this time because we don't have a lot left of it. But yeah, I'm gonna get to bed. But yeah, I'm gonna read some of Stephen Fry's The Odyssey because I actually need to stop powering through that because I've been powering through the audiobook, but I've still got 5 hours or something left of that. And obviously, while I'm doing research and working on my campaign tomorrow, I will probably just listen to that. And then the other stuff will happen too. Anyway, I'm gonna go, like I said I would a couple of minutes ago. I'm gonna go to bed, I'm gonna have a nice sleep, and I will see you all tomorrow. Hello. It's like nearly 3 o'clock and I realised I haven't filmed at all today. So I thought I'd film. I've played Sims, I've eaten breakfast, I've finished a book. I've had a pretty productive personal morning, but I need to eat and then shower and then dry my hair after my shower, and then I need to do a little bit of lock-in. And then I need to do a bit of a lock-in, so I'm going to go do that now because I've had a bit of a rude awakening by realising I hadn't filmed anything today. So, good afternoon. She's showered. It's 4 now. I'm watching Epic the Musical, or more specifically, I'm watching Danny Mora watch Epic the Musical. Inception. Yeah, I'm just gonna get started on some uni work now while I enjoy watching that, because I haven't watched it in a while with him watching it, but I've been listening to it a lot, and I have just finished Stephen Fry's The Odyssey, and I hope to finish the classic at some point, today or tomorrow. Probably looking more a bit like tomorrow, but who knows. But yeah, I'm gonna watch that and get on with my uni work, eat a sweet treat and have a cup of tea, and then it'll probably be time for dinner. So yeah, I need to kind of get a lot of schoolwork done over today and tomorrow, and I'm kind of just really not in the mood. This is what The Sims does to me. The Sims makes me not want to do any schoolwork when I really need to do schoolwork, but I really get into The Sims when I really need to be doing schoolwork, so I'm gonna get on with that. There's this really annoying feature about phones, which is you put the brightness on what you need it, and typically I have my brightness on nothing because I hate myself. And then there are certain times when my brightness is up only because of the lighting, and then the lighting will suddenly dip and my phone will just plummet to nothing and I can barely see, which is what it's done right now. But yeah, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna hopefully try and have a bit of a fun but productive afternoon. But we will see, because who knows when it comes to Epic whether or not I will be responsible or not. We will see soon how that goes. Good morning. It is nearly 11 and I'm about to go have breakfast, but I've had a really good day so far. I do need to do quite a bit of schoolwork today, which obviously she's dreading, but I'm just going to try and get on with it. I'm now reading Heated Rivalry, which I'm very excited to be reading because I want to read it before I watch the series, and the series has been out for a while and I know it's really good and I really want to watch it, so I'm really glad that I'm finally reading it. I've actually bought another book which will be arriving today, so that should be fun to go grab. I'm currently in the process of debating what to keep and what to take home when I go home next week, because I have quite a few books but I'm not going to get through all of them, so I'm debating taking some of them home just to make my journey home a little easier when I actually go home for Easter. But I'm also a bit like, but what if I manage to read a ton of books? If we play it by ear, I'll finish Heated Rivalry hopefully when I go home next. So then I'll be reading Right Move, which is my next book, and then I will be reading Electric Idol. So minimum there will be 3 books for the month, but I feel like I could start Rival Darling. So I'm guessing I'll probably just take home The Mistake and Wicked Beauty, but obviously I want to read more, but I obviously don't have a lot of time because I'm working on assignments. But yeah, I'm very excited for today and to try and motivate myself. And yeah, I want to go eat some breakfast though because I am very hungry. Yeah, I'm gonna go do that, and I will talk to you guys in a bit. Good afternoon. I have done a little bit of schoolwork, but not a ton. So I'm gonna go have lunch and do a little bit more schoolwork in the kitchen while I have lunch, and then I will be starting my dinner. And you might be like, Emily, it's 4 o'clock. You do not need to start your dinner. I do, because I've got to cook the chicken. I'm having enchiladas, so I've got to cook the chicken, then I've got to make the enchiladas, and then I've got to bake them. And that's a whole long ass process that I got to go through. So I'm gonna do that probably at like 5, so that I have the hour leading up to dinner time. I say 5, I'll probably start a bit earlier than that. But yeah, I'm gonna do that, and I wanna get a little bit more schoolwork done before I sit down to watch a film with one of my flatmates, which I believe we'll probably do while I bake dinner, and then we'll still be watching it while we eat dinner. And then yeah, I don't really know what I want to do other than chill more, but I need to do more schoolwork. So I'm probably just going to focus on doing some little bits and bobs here and there. But yeah, the weather completely 360'd. I wouldn't say it completely did. Why is it so bright for the fact it's so rainy and dark? Anyway, basically it was chucking it down, but now it's not. I preferred that line. It was chucking it down, which is why I noticed how much time had passed since I'd been playing The Sims after I did a bit of schoolwork. I've been playing it for like 2 hours. It's nearly 4, so it's more like 2.5. Because I got off, and yeah, I'm gonna go. But yeah, back to the point, I'm gonna go have lunch and start dinner and do some more chill stuff. Basically, we're just gonna take it easy, because while this week was a great chance to do schoolwork, it was also a great chance to take a break. So I'm gonna take this week as a win, because I have gotten stuff done, and I'm taking assignment stuff off and doing other stuff as well and taking care of myself, so I'm happy. I do need to get my Sims addiction under control, but yeah, I'm just gonna, you know, go. Yeah, I need to go. Okay, I need to stop yapping and I need to just go, so I'm gonna do that. See you in a bit. this is the end of the video. I've had a really good day. I've really enjoyed today, despite the not completing the one thing I really wanted to complete this week, which was filming my podcast. But I haven't finished the script, so I was gonna just film the intro and the outro, and then I was gonna start editing those, but I've actually decided to hold off on that, only because I haven't actually set up the microphone I want to use. I could use my phone, but I would rather use that mic for the whole thing rather than use it for the middle and then the intro and outro sound wrong. So I'm going to hopefully attempt to do it tomorrow, but who knows? I will give you an update when I am back next, which I believe will be the 1st of April when I next upload. I know, not March, and I said I would upload twice every month. That will be my second March upload, because I don't want to film for 2 weeks in a row, because that caused me a lot of burnout in Feb. I think you all saw that crash out. The other thing to note is I don't want to put too much stress on myself at the moment, and I need to focus on the assignment, and then that will be my final week at uni, and I kind of want to film that. And I say my final week at uni, it'll be my final week at uni before Easter and before I turn 19, so I might as well film that. But yeah, I'm gonna do that. Hopefully I will get more of my assignment completed before I leave, but who knows. Hopefully next week I just lock in a lot, but who knows. I'm gonna go to bed now. I'm gonna read some of my book for a bit and just chillax, and then I will go to sleep, and I'll have a great week, and I hope you do too. But yeah, I've had a lot of fun filming again. I do actually miss this when I don't do it. Problem is I suck at editing and sticking to an editing schedule, so I think I'm halfway through editing Wednesday, which is not really where you want to be on Sunday, but I do get to kind of just focus on editing on Monday and Tuesday, as well as if I focus on editing I'll already be on my computer, which means I can get my recording software up, so that will be good for doing some schoolwork. But yeah, like I said, thank you so much for watching, thank you so much for checking in, and I hope you stay tuned for my next vlog, but if not, thank you for hanging around, and I hope you come back in the future. See you guys later. Bye bye.